The myths never disappeared, they just put on modern clothes. My name is Sean Klinkner, and I'm the founder of Wisdom Tree Astrology. Join me as we explore another Gemini signature found in the wild as we look into the astrology of 80s pop icon Prince. Prince was an iconic American singer-songwriter who transformed music during the time that I grew up in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. His sensual, innovative music made him one of the most recognizable and renowned artists of rock and roll. Prince embodies the bard archetype of Gemini. He was a masterful musician, artist, and songwriter who sold more than 100 million records worldwide. A defining moment in his story was when he replaced his name with a symbol very similar to the glyph of Mercury after a dispute with Warner Brothers over rights to his name in music. Prince achieved renown as a brilliant musician and entertainer. His Sun and Mercury were both in the 8th house in the sign of Gemini, a sign that his life would involve karmic exchanges with others. Sometimes these would be supportive, and sometimes they would be challenging, as we observed with his conflicts with various record companies, who fought him over his musical identity and intellectual property. In spite of these things, Prince went on to achieve great recognition as a musical genius, which earned him the description of being called a master architect of funk, rock, R&B, and pop. His iconic example inspired millions, and he was one of the most diverse artists of our time. Prince's music was notably provocative and controversial for his time because of its sensual nature. We can see this illustrated in his natal chart, in the square between Uranus in proud Leo in his 10th house of career and public image, making a sextile to Mercury in Gemini and a square to Venus in Taurus. We can see the following themes of Mercury expressed in Prince's life, which resonate with the bard archetype. Proudly and rebelliously creating music, which reflected sensual, provocative, and taboo themes during his time. A cunning, innovative, and mercurial personality and trickster wit. Masterful musicianship and gifts for entertainment. Transcendence of multiple musical genres and even traditionally held ideas between masculinity and femininity. Creative genius, as evidenced in his use for a symbol to reject record label ownership of his identity, and world travel. This Gemini sighting ends here, but the myth and the astrology continues. Explore the full archetypal landscape of the sign of Gemini on the Wisdom Tree Astrology YouTube. You can find the link in my bio. This Gemini sighting ends